Hi everyone, welcome back to the CAD/CAM course YouTube channel. Today in this FreeCAD Beginners video, we'll use this image to create this model. This image is of a tyre defect gauge, which is used to find the defects on rail wheels. It's basically a metal plate with various profiles cut into it. It is a specialized tool used to inspect and measure the defects in train wheels. It helps in detecting wear in the wheel flange and tread, identify flat spots caused by skidding. It is regularly used in the maintenance depots to ensure that wheels remain within permissible limits. We'll be using the part design workbench for this. Let's get started. First, we need to import this image into the workbench. To do this, go to File, then click on Import, select the image, and click Open. By default, the image will be placed on the XY plane, the top plane, which is exactly what we need. If you want to change the plane, double-click on the image file here and select the XZ plane or YZ plane. For this tutorial, we'll stick with the XY plane. You can also reverse the direction if needed. Now reorient the view to the top plane. Now we've imported the image into the sketch plane, but the image isn't at the scale of the actual part. So we need to rescale the image. To rescale the image, we need a reference dimension that we already know. If you look here, there are two marks that are 60 minus 50, 10 millimeters apart. So our reference dimension is 10 millimeters. Now, to enter the reference dimension, double-click on the image here and click on Calibrate. The cursor will change to a crosshair, allowing us to draw a line. Now zoom in to those two marks and drag a dimension line between them. Here, enter the value of 10 millimeters. The image is now calibrated. Next, select the Create Polyline Tool and start tracing the outline of the image. Okay, if you see here, the lines we're drawing are in black, which isn't very visible because of background image. So to make it easier, let's change the color. First, right-click twice to cancel the Polyline tool. Now, go to Edit, here in the toolbar, then Preferences. In the Preferences window, select Sketcher, then Appearance. Here you'll see various color preferences for different geometries. Change the creating line color, the color of the line we're drawing, to something more contrasting like this. Also under Geometry, change the unconstrained line color to another contrasting color. Click Apply, then now select the Polyline tool again and start tracing. First, here, go down, change the navigation style to CAD for easier navigation. Now you can click the scroll wheel middle mouse button on the mouse to zoom in and out of the image. Start tracing by clicking at the endpoints or turning points. Draw straight lines. Here, extend the line beyond the part to see where the line turns into an arc and click at that point. Oh, the line snapped automatically and aligned vertically because auto constraints is turned on. We don't need that right now, so let's turn it off. For this, click this arrow in the constraints window and uncheck auto constraints. Now let's continue the tracing. In the Polyline tool, you can press the M key one or more times to cycle through the modes for the next segment. When you press M, first you'll get line perpendicular to the previous segment. Next line, tangential to the previous segment. Arc tangential to the previous segment. And arc perpendicular to the previous segment. And finally, line only connected to the previous segment. Here we want arc tangential to the previous segment. So roughly trace the image by cycling through the modes of the Polyline tool. I'll fast forward this portion. Okay, now here we will ignore the fillets at the corners, and we will draw straight lines here, and we will apply fillet later. All right, now the basic tracing is complete. We'll adjust some segments to match the part accurately. Apply a fillet at this corner first with some default radius. Then grab this blue point and adjust the radius to match the part. Do the same for the other corners. Now finally draw this circle approximately and adjust the center and radius to match the part. The tracing is now complete, so close the sketch. Now select the sketch we have created and click on the pad tool. Okay, an error popped up here. The error is wire is not closed for 2 times. Here we have to remember that pad operation can only be applied to closed sketches. So our sketch might be open somewhere. If you ignore the error and click OK, it won't let us proceed. So let's debug this error. Click Cancel to cancel the pad operation. Now, right-click on the sketch and select Edit Sketch. Here's a pro tip. To find which segments aren't closed, look at the color of the points. If the points are closed and joined together, they'll be red. If you don't change the default settings, and open points will be in the color, same as line, which is blue here. So let's find those points. Here they are. These are the 2 points which are not closed. To join these points, select the 2 points and apply the coincident constraint. Now the points turn red. Are there any other points? That's it. There are no other open points. So close the sketch and reorient to the isometric view. Again, apply the pad operation. This time, it successfully extrudes. Change the extrusion length to 3 millimeters and click OK. Now, select the top face and apply a fillet. Change the fillet radius to 1 millimeter. Change the navigation style to Blender and reorient the view to the backside. Select the back face and apply a chamfer of 1 millimeter. If you turn on the reference image, you'll see the part fits perfectly. Now, to 3D print this part, go to File, then Export, and select STL Mesh as the file format. Great job! The model is now complete. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.